Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do are called coterminal angles. So angles in a standard position with the same terminal side are coterminal angles. So really, if you're thinking about going around in a circle, I mean, you could, I'm on a chair, so it's hard, but like if I was pitching, I could just keep going around and around and around and around and around, right? So there's like a gajillion ways to get to each place. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to try to find one a positive way and going one a negative way. So let's think. This one is in degrees. So if I want to do degrees, let's see. I could add 360 because that gets me around, like, around again. So 65 plus 360, 425 degrees. But I could also minus 360. So 300 negative 295. I mean, so this is really nice. One's just going the positive way, one's going the negative way. All right, how about 540? Let's see, it wants me to go one positive, one negative. So I could add 360, but if I subtracted 360, I would still be positive. Okay, so I'm just going to subtract 360, knowing that I could totally add and get 900, but I'm going to subtract and get 180. And then I could just subtract 360 again, and negative 180 would get me to the same place as well. All right, this next one is in radians because it's got the pi in there. So what I know is that I would add 2 pi. However, adding 2 pi to 18 will, I just got to think a little bit about fractions. So I'm going to go 13 pi over 18. And then in order to add, I've got to have common denominators. So 18, that means I would have 36 pi over 18. If you don't see it, just take a moment. That gives me 49 pi over 18. Okay, I could also go backwards 36 pi over 18. Okay, so minus 36 pi over 18. So the negatives win by 23. So negative 23 pi over 18. How about 14 pi over 9? So I'm going to add 2 pi, but I want it common denominator. So 2 pi makes 18 pi over 9. So that gives me 32 pi over 9. And if I were to subtract it, I would get negative 4 pi over 9. See? How fun is this? All right, now the next thing here, ooh, reference angles. So remember how we talked about how you always start at due east? All right. Well, as we're thinking about it, we're also going to talk about something called a reference angle. So for any angle theta in standard form, the reference angle is the positive acute angle formed by the terminal side and the x-axis. Okay, that's so outrageously important. Okay, so let's think about 225. So 225, this is 180. So 225 is over here. Okay, I don't know that that's perfect, but about there. Okay, so what I do when I'm trying to find the reference angle, I'm always referencing it to here. So really what I'm going to find is this angle. So that's really 225, and it goes back to 180. So I'm going to subtract out 180. So 225 minus 180. That gives me 45. Okay, that's going to be really helpful because in a little while we're going to do something called a unit circle. And in the unit circle, you want to know all of the 45 degree angles, or that's a pi over 4, which we'll get to know that soon. Okay, let's see. Negative 310. Oh, so that goes 180, 270, 310 is about here. Okay, what is my reference angle? Well, my reference angle goes back to here. So there's my reference angle. A reference angle is always the positive acute. So let's see, what is this angle right here? Well, like I just want to add 360 because I want to get to the 360 from 270. So negative 310 plus 360. So that's a 50-degree angle. Ooh, this one, 2 pi over 3. So let's see. 1 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 3. Okay, so 2 pi over 3 is about right here. Because I know that this is pi, so I just split that into thirds. Okay, so if that's the case, then I want this angle right here. So that's a pi over 3. And that is going to be super helpful to us. Again, like we're going to practice this so much. So 3 pi over 3 minus 2 pi over 3, because again, this is pi, so 1 pi is 3 pi over 3. So that my reference angle is going to be pi over 3, and that will help us a ton later.